What's up, guys? This is Corey, also known as QC Rideshare, just hitting you with another one. So this year, I was thinking about my first video of the year. I was thinking about my experience driving New Year's Eve, and I thought, you know what? My first video of the New Year is going to be about my experience driving this New Year's Eve, and why this is probably my last New Year's Eve driving. So I don't say that so that I can get a lot of clicks or something like that. I'm saying that because driving on New Year's Eve, essentially, now in my city, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm not sure where you're from, so your mileage may vary, but essentially replaces the weekend that people don't go out. And what I mean by that is, most people end up not going out the Saturday before New Year's because they're saving their money because they know they're going to go out drinking, or they brought an all access pass at a bar or something, and so they know they're going to have that good time coming up. So they look at it and they say, well, why would I go ahead and spend all this extra money on Saturday, then go back out on New Year's Eve? And so if you're driving that Saturday or whatever is your busy day in your city, you end up realizing that you only make $50, $75 on that day. Usually it's people going out to dinner, or you got a couple office parties, whatever the case may be. And then then the day of New Year's Eve, you go out, and yes, the surges are crazy, but you're in so much traffic that you don't get as many rides. Or if something happens where you're like me, where you got a ride that was in the middle of nowhere and you never could get back down to your downtown part of your city, then you ended up building up for this big day, and it ended up being a weekend. And so the reason why I don't think that I'll be driving for like New Year's Eve in the future is because essentially I really probably would have just rather stayed home, had a good time, and just, been with my family and friends that time period, versus being out on the road, dealing with a whole bunch of drunk people and so forth, and making the same money. Now, in order to do that, yes, you have to have some level of discipline, because it's always good to start your New Year's worth of pay with a big check. But I just don't see that ends up happening. Last year, I made $50 more than what I made on a normal weekend. This year, I made about what I normally make on a normal weekend. And so it really wasn't this windfall of money. Now, if you're in a city where there's like Uber, I think it's the Uber, if you're an Uber black car driver, obviously your mileage may vary. Or if you have the mid-level one where it's luxury cars, your mileage may vary because the ride demand may be different. But if you're doing regular Uber X or Uber XL, let me know. I may be wrong. Are you seeing this huge difference in your money versus on a typical Saturday? Or are you just realizing that, hey, it's been slow for the week and a half up to New Year's Eve, and now New Year's Eve is kind of busy, and then it'll probably be slow for the next 2 weeks anyway. So let me know if you're seeing that too. But for me, I think I might have driven my last New Year's Eve just because it's just not worth it at the end of the day. But I'll talk to you guys on the next one about what people have talked about to me, and we'll keep this conversation going. To the next one. Peace.